We continue our coverage of what's being called a near catastrophic situation in Hearne.
Yeah, a real scary day yesterday. 6 News reporter William Johnson has the very latest on the explosives that were found and the identity of the man now behind bars.
Today, 55-year-old Curtis Ramsdale is behind bars, but investigators say the initial call came in months ago, sharing what they suspected was on his property.
The potential of illegal explosives and firearms that, we want to keep the community safe. And when those are in, a residential home with no monitoring and no safety measures in place, that's a huge concern.
Something that Karen Box with the Robertson County Sheriff's Office says could have been deadly to those nearby.
There are residents out there. That is a very, very busy highway section right there. So, any wrong move could have caused something very catastrophic.
After months of investigation, Box says they discovered Ramsdale has a history. Online records show he's a convicted felon, having faced many charges years before.
The law does not allow a convicted felon to possess a firearm.
Yesterday, their office, as well as a number of other agencies, arrived at the property on Old Franklin Highway off Highway 79, finding the suspect shortly after.
He was leaving his residence, and then law enforcement made contact with him as he was leaving his residence, and then he was detained and subsequently arrested, and then the search warrant was executed.
Ramsdale faces 4 felony charges and 1 misdemeanor charge after parts of explosives, firearms, and narcotics were found inside. Now, Box and others are just hoping to find out what was going on behind closed doors.
Not just the Robertson County Sheriff's Office, but that ATF learned something, that DPSCID, that we all come out better and we've learned something from it.
Ramsdale is currently in the Robertson County Jail, but there's still a lot of questions behind what the intent was for those explosives and firearms that were found as investigators continue to look into those details. But for now, I'm William Johnson with 6 News.
And as of now, law enforcement is still trying to determine what specific firearms and explosives Ramsdale was trying to make based on the items that they have found.